But what this is going to help you to do is really see which qualities you're actually seeking from your role models. Okay, it is not meant for you to be, perfect replica copies, but it's to see what values are you holding close, what values actually mean something to you, what values are you seeking externally so that you can create them internally. This is the easiest way to do that. Okay?
5 shows made 3 million a week. You are now looking at the bestie elite. You are now looking at the bestie elite. You are now looking at
The best.
Hey there, bestie. Today we are talking the 5 steps to becoming your own role model as your best self. If you're new to me, my name is Lola Shell. I'm an internationally working, multi-agency represented professional model. And here on my YouTube channel, I focus on us being our best selves, okay? The best are never the best by themselves, though. So what you gotta do is make sure you like this, you save this, and you send this, aka share this, with somebody that you want the best for. Once you've done that, grab your water, and let's get to it. Hey there, bestie. Okay, let's get right into it. These are the 5 steps for becoming your own role model as your best self. Step number 1, while I do my makeup, is look at who inspires you. There's normally a reason, whether it's Oprah, Beyonce, Barack Obama, it could be anybody. The person themselves is not the point. It's looking at where you're drawing the inspiration from, okay? We love to have role models, and I agree, everybody should. But the point of a role model is not to be exactly like them. Why? They're already them. We don't need another them. We need a better you. And in order to become a better you, sometimes you do need to look at who inspires you and really dig deeper into why. Okay? So what I want you guys to do, actionable tips, is number 1, look at your role models. I don't care if it's a celebrity, I don't care if it's your mom, I don't care if it's your best friend, I don't care if it's a fictional character in a book or a movie, just who inspires you. Write it down. Nobody is too big, too small, too living, too passed away, too real, or too fake as far as like imaginary to be an inspiration to you. Okay, so that's the first thing I want you to do is look at who inspires you. That's gonna make this next step that much easier. The next thing you're gonna do when it comes to the 5 steps for becoming your own role model as your best self, excuse my voice, it is really early. But the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna look at that list of who your inspirations are as far as like role models. And then this next step, it might take a little while, but it's gonna be worth it. You are going to write down why they inspire you. Stay with me. Okay, if you have a list of 500 people who are role models to you, for each of those people, you're gonna just put down the characteristics that really make them an inspiration to you. For example, if you picked Beyonce, it could very much so be that she is outspoken, or was before she stopped talking to us, right? It could be how she has great stage presence. It could be the type of business owner that she is. It could be how she raises her family. It could be anything. It could be anything, okay? Whatever from that person really inspires you. It could be she has an amazing singing voice. It could be how she is, really crushing it on this tour. It could be the fact that she seems kind or she seems generous. It could be anything. Just writing down the characteristics. Here's what's gonna happen. As you write down all of these qualities from each of your role models, you're going to start to see patterns. What do I mean by patterns? Stay with me. When it comes to role models, there's a reason that we pick them, okay? It's just not out of nowhere. When you are writing down the qualities of all these different role models, you will start to see things that are similar with all of them. Now, it might not be the same exact thing for everybody. Like, let's say you chose Beyonce and Barack Obama. I've never seen Barack Obama, do a stadium tour. Okay, but Barack Obama is also outspoken. Barack Obama also leaned into his gift, and he can sing, he can carry a tune now, but those are things that they might have in common. He appears to be a great dad. He also raises his family in the public eye. Do you see what I'm saying? There are possibly qualities that each of your role models have. And once you actually write them down, you'll start to see the patterns of what sticks out and why. that is going to help us with our next step. Okay, so the next thing you're going to do in the 5 steps to become your own role model as your best self is you're going to look at that list. Again, whether you have 500 role models or 5, you are going to look at the list that you created, and you are going to look at the qualities from all your inspirations. And then the next thing you're going to do is you are going to take the top 5 qualities from all of your inspirations, all of your role models that you selected. You're going to make a list of the top 5 qualities that you have gathered from your role models. Okay, now this might take a little zhuzhing, right? You might realize that, oh my gosh, I don't have 5, maybe I only have 3. That's okay. You might realize, oh my gosh, I have 7, I don't have 5, or I have 6, I don't have 5. Again, try to get it as close to 5 as possible. It's going to make the next steps that much easier. But what this is going to help you to do is really see which qualities you're actually seeking from your role models. Okay? It is not meant for you to be, perfect replica copies, but it's to see what values are you holding close. What values actually mean something to you? What values are you seeking externally so that you can create them internally? This is the easiest way to do that, okay? All right, once you have that list, guess what? There's only 2 more steps, and you are gonna be well on your way to an actionable plan to become your own role model as your best self. Okay, y'all, we are on step 4 of the 5 steps you're gonna take to become your best role model as your own role model as your best self. So this next step, again, take it in stride. What you're going to do is you are going to, for each of the 5 elements that you wrote down, the qualities that you love from your role models, you're going to write down 3 ways you can add that to your daily life. Okay, what do I mean? Let's say that, keeping with the Beyonce theme, right? Let's just say that one of the qualities was she was outspoken. How can you add being outspoken into your life? Options. You could start more conversations. You could ask questions at your company meeting. You could maybe start a YouTube channel and share your views. There's a lot of ways that you can find yourself being more outspoken. But the goal of this is to add 3 of them to your everyday life. Just brainstorming 3 ways, okay? The reason that I chose the number 3 is because it's not too much, it's not too little, but it's just enough to give you options so there's no excuses for this last step, okay? So again, you only have to do 3 different ways that you can add it into your life for each of the 5 qualities that you picked. So as long as you picked 5, if you picked, 3, or if you had 6, you're still gonna do 3 of the ways that you can add it into your life, which is why I picked 5, so that you would have had a list of 15. But if you have only 3, a list of 9. If you have 6, a list of 18. The point is to get at least 3 ways that you can add these qualities into your life. All right, let's go to the last step. So the last thing you're going to do in these 5 steps to become your own role model as your best self is you are going to do one thing from that list each day. That's it. One thing. It doesn't have to be one thing from each of the 5 categories. It doesn't have to be one thing, every hour. As long as you pick one of the 3 ways from, as long as you pick one of the 15 ways, that's what we decided. 3 of the ways from 5 of the qualities. As long as you're doing one of those 15 things a day, you are getting closer to becoming your own role model as your best self. Okay, the beautiful thing about doing this one thing each of the days, 1, you now have 15 options to choose from. And 2, it's not going to be overwhelming. Okay, you can do one thing a day. You can start one conversation with a stranger a day. You can ask a question in a company meeting. You can, start a YouTube channel and post a short. It doesn't have to be this big, heavy lift. What's going to happen is over time, it's going to become a habit. And over time, when each of these things are becoming a habit for you, guess what? You get to pick something else that you don't naturally do from that list of 15 until all 15 are things that you actually do consistently. When that happens, lo and behold, you become the role model that you were seeking from all these other inspirations that you picked. You gotta take my word for it though. Try for yourself. All right, besties, that's everything for the 5 steps to becoming your own role model as your best self. I really hope you guys enjoyed this and you are that much closer to becoming your best self. I will see you guys on the next one. Just make sure you like this, you subscribe to the channel so I can see you soon and you can stay updated. All right, until then.